Good afternoon, everybody, or morning, or evening, whatever it is where you are. Welcome back to Harvest Home Hermitage. This is just a kind of a quick update. I'm not feeling too good. I probably don't look great either. But, oops. I am just wanting to give a quick update on things going on around here. When I say I'm not feeling great, I really am not. I haven't been for a while. And what I'm going to be doing, to the extent that I am going to be taking a leave of absence from my main work, my main paying work, because I simply cannot find a way to, I can't manage 40 hours a week anymore. I'm doing good. I would be doing good to manage 8 hours a week rather than and 8 hours a day are simply beyond me. The problems I've been having are very bad fatigue, mostly fatigue, but also pain in the joints and in the muscles. I go to sleep tired, I wake up tired for no reason whatsoever. I'm having problems. I know some of you have seen me have problems searching for words. That's a lot. That's a big problem, and it's also the least of it. I'm having problems with concentration, with being present in the everyday, not just drifting around. Maintaining concentration, maintaining attention and focus, finding the some executive function problems too. I'm not sure what this is. The doctor's not sure what it is. He's got me going to a rheumatologist because I've also switched doctors. That's why he instead of she. But he's got me going to a rheumatologist. It's 1st of August. And we're going to look into, see what kind of if it's any kind of autoimmune disorder or what have you. Hopefully not. Some of the things I know, I've mentioned fibromyalgia, and the other doctor had been treating me as if I had fibromyalgia. We're not wondering though if it might be more likely to be something like psoriatic arthritis, which is not as well known, but pretty nasty, to be honest. And I have a family member who has psoriatic arthritis. And I had psoriasis as a child and a few outbreaks as an adult as well. So it's possible. It is entirely possible. The symptomology for psoriatic arthritis actually overlaps quite a lot with fibromyalgia. Right now, I am working on the brass faceplate to that lovely radio out there. As you can see, the brasso is cleaning it nicely here. I am still without a stove. I don't know if I mentioned that on the channel before. The local gas company tracked down the leak to my house. And I have been cut off. The house has been red tagged. I have to get the whole thing back up to code before they'll turn it back on, which really, it just forces me into a decision that I have been wanting, I knew I needed to make, which is to simply get away as much as possible from fossil fuels. And so instead of spending several $1,000s repairing the gas lines, I'm going to take that same money and spend several $1,000s putting in a wood-burning stove and a flue. And I know what everybody's thinking. No, I'm not going to set fire to the little wood-framed house. The ones they make now are well insulated, and even the ones that are intended to provide heat as well as cooking are very well insulated. I'll add the spot where I would put it is right over there, right over my right shoulder on the video. And what I'll do is I'll take out those two top cabinets, which are a fire hazard anyway. If I ever open the can't tell from the outside, but if I were to open the inside, the entire inside is scorched from fires that have been stovetop fires over the years. So yeah, those cabinets need to go anyway. They're not functional. They're right over the stove, so anything you put in it melts or gets hot, gets overheated. So yeah, that's not a good thing. So those need to be removed, and probably this peninsula bar would need to be removed, which is easy enough to do. Hello, sledgehammer. And then I'm going to add a bit of flame retardant backing, gypsum backer board to that area, and use the tile that I would like to use for the backsplash, and go up that way and have just a tile wall there, a little section of tile wall, and it will be nice and heat resistant and flame retardant. And the stove itself, the modern one that I'm looking at, is a Lenortica, the Millie, I think it's called. It's a small stove, about the right size for this house, and for the amount of cooking that I do. But yes, it's well insulated and will not cause any problems with flames. I'll have to get a flue put in, but that should be, like I said, it's going to cost about the same amount as renovating as redoing the gas lines. Yeah, see, there we go. Redoing the gas lines. So that's where I'm headed with that. Now, where the money is coming for that, I don't know. Like I said, I'm taking a leave of absence. I'm going to be doing good to put food on the table, let alone find a way to cook it. Right now, I've got a little a crock pot over there, and the crock pot has a pot roast in it, and that's going to be tonight's dinner. But beyond that, we'll have to see. The one thing at my garden has been a total loss this year, unfortunately. The kitchen garden. I had some beautiful tomatoes right at the beginning of summer. And that was it. And the heat has just fried everything. My melons and my Ford Hook zucchini were looking good, and all but one of the plants has died. The one remaining Ford Hook hasn't set a single flower all summer long. The eggplants have been sitting there, but they have been going from they've been going from happy to wilted too many times, back and forth. And my watering system just isn't keeping up. I would like, right now, another project I've got going on right now, and was hoping to have finished at the end of this weekend, but that's not going to happen, was the bathroom floor. I got in there, I was at Lowe's, and I purchased a, darn it, what's it called? A circular saw. That turned out to be not as good as I needed, so that I could remove some, there was a piece of plywood I couldn't get up. It was a large piece of plywood and it just wouldn't come up. And I wanted to cut it into pieces. And so I was there. I had to return one circular saw and buy another one that was a little stronger, had a higher engine, higher amp motor on it. Anyway, while I was there, I ran into a young man who was doing some similar things. It's not his day job, but he was doing some similar work. And he came over and took a look at it. I figured he was going to bid on the project. The sweet young man did the work. He took that piece of plywood up, cut it up into pieces, and took it out, and we were marveling at the plywood itself, because now that would have been called prime good stuff. That would have been the RDX plywood instead of CDX. It was marked reject. We were talking about how wonderful that piece of plywood was and how good it looked and all. It was really clear on the, the main, the surface layer plies were really clear, and it looked wonderful, and turned it over and it was marked reject. We're like, yeah. Shows you just how bad things have gotten in our lumber industry these days. Anyway, I think I'm going to take some of that reject plywood and fix the hole by the back door. It'll be better than anything I can buy at the lumber store, unfortunately. But I got halfway through putting the mortar bed down and putting down the Schluter-Dietra layer, the decoupling membrane. And I should take you in and show you this. So we're just going to go through the house real quick. Anyway. We're not going to look at the house because the house is a mess. The dog and cats, since I haven't been feeling well, have been pretty much on their own, doing what they want. And that's a bad thing. Anyway, as you can see, I got half of it done. Oh, well, no, you can't see, can you? Anyway, now you can see I got half of it done, and this half is not actually glued down with anything. I just cut it to size. Hello, puppy dog. Hello, Roxy. Roxy wants to say hello. Anyway, we have been using a bucket system for that, for the toilet for right now. But anyway, yes, this is how far I've gotten. I got halfway through it. And I couldn't go any further. I just couldn't do anything more. I said, fine, I'll wake up tomorrow and do it again. Saturday, I slept till noon. I could not move once I woke up. And then last night, the same thing. And I slept till noon again. So I have not had a chance to do what needed to be done over there. I have a feeling, I've been doing card draws that say forgiveness. Forgiveness is a good thing. Forgive yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. So I am just having to live with the idea and get accustomed myself to the idea that I just cannot do things as quickly as I want to do them. or at least not physically demanding things as quickly as I want to do them anymore. And part of that is being 55 and older, having hit 55 and getting up there. But part of it is whatever this has been. And like I said, I don't know what this is. I had a coworker who suggested that it might be long haul COVID. I don't know that I've had COVID. I had something in March 2020 that I thought was an awful lot like it. It was different from any flu I'd ever had. It lasted a week and a half. And it was more painful than anything I've ever done before. But aside from that, when I went to be tested, it came back negative. I'm thinking it might have been a false negative, though. The other issue, so it could be something like that. I don't know. This is why we're doing a lot of tests. So far, I know that it's not lupus, and I don't have the rheumatoid factor, so it's probably not. It's probably not rheumatoid arthritis. So, oops, sorry. So that's what I know so far. Hopefully, I will get some better word soon. Let me rinse this little guy. Oh yeah, see? Oh look, there's actual copper looking through there. I'm gonna have to keep doing this for a while. This is gonna need several coats of this because I think it's actually copper or bronze rather than it might be, oh, that's gonna be neat. I'm gonna keep doing this. Anyway, I'm gonna let this dry. I'll wash my hands because I've got Brasso on my hands at the moment. So yes. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Hopefully things will get better soon. And like I said, I'm gonna have to adjust to being without a stove for a while, and hopefully we can get that going. Although finally, look at this. That's right, it's drippy out there. It's raining. It's been raining for several days now, which is a very good thing, because we have needed it. Anyway, all right, I am going to let you go because I'm just rambling at this point. And I will talk to you later, another time. Blessed be from Harvest Home Hermitage. Bye-bye.